We are here, we are here, we are here. On this amazing day. Everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis. Disclaimer, I'm not a professional. Please watch these videos at your own risk. These videos for entertainment purposes only. Thank you. Okay, guys, we are marking up NZD, USD. Let's take a look at what's going on in the market. We are in the monthly time frame. Head over to price action. Price action, last candle in the market. We have a hammer. Last candle market is a hammer. So let's take a look at what's going on. Price action, high is high. We look for price action to break this level here. Price action, low is low. Here, midpoint. Probably about here. And if we read where price is coming from, price is on second level highs. Okay. It's coming from market pushed up first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg came back to retest, market pushed down. So market's coming from some type of triple top. Okay, stopped at the midpoint, so it's probably going to consolidate. If not, we'll get the break and retest, and it'll drop down further to the midpoint line. And before that, we can clearly see prices created a W at the bottom of the support. First leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg, retest. Market pushed up once, market pushed up twice, market pushed up 3 times. Market's dropping back down. Still reading the same market structure. So we're going to see if market's going to head down to that downtrend, if it breaks that area of support. So we're going to head over to price. And let's walk down the time frame, the weekly first. Take a look at how it looks. Okay, so price action, we can see price action is on some type of midpoint. There's below that midpoint of the second level highs. Okay, so we're going to see if we're going to get that. And we did receive the break. We're going to see if we get that retest. And that market's going to drop down further. If not, then this market consolidate until we get that structure, that pattern. It's going to push that market up for the retest and come up. If not, then we'll get the consolidation sideways until we eventually get the breakout to the top side or the downside. Market spiked up. Here's the same reading. Headed down to the daily time frame. Okay, so we have price action, highest high. I mean, we look for price to come all the way back up to this level, but we don't know if that's going to happen. So what we're going to do is price action hanging at the low here of that bottom of that midpoint, same bottom of that midpoint. So what we're going to do is just put that area of market into a consolidation, and we'll just wait for the breakout. And if we look at price action, how many touchdowns to that bottom, we receive 1, 2, 3, 4, and then market pushed up. So let's read it. We have that first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg retest. Market pushed up once, retest, market pushed up twice, and then retest, and the market dropped back down. Came back for a full retest and then pushed back up. So in total, at that area of support, we received 4 pushes down to that bottom. Okay, market's coming off that out of that fourth push right now, and with the resistance to the top, count this one, maybe these two, not too for sure, but if we let's try it. You'll have 1 push, 2 pushes, 3 push, 4. It's the 5th push. So this is the 5th time market actually about to push up to that area of that high. So this will be the last time, because if it doesn't break out of this, it'll come back down. It'll drop all the way back down if it doesn't break out for the 5th time. Okay, so if we get the break and retest on this one, market goes up. If it doesn't, market's dropping back down. That's already 5 pushes to the top. Headed down to the 4. You can see that price entered the area of consolidation. It's already in the consolidation. Went to the area of highs. Price action candle sitting on a hammer. Second last candle is a doji. If we get that price action engulf the previous candle, this market can drop down. We do have body engulfing the previous body of the candle, and the wick engulfed the previous wick. Like a clear trade that this market is working its way down. I'll walk down the time frame and see what we see. Headed down to the 3. Okay, 4-3 is reading the same structure. 4-3-2 is reading the same structure. Okay, 2. Okay, 1 is creating an area of support. So it's not like it's creating areas of a retest. So now we can see on the structure of the 1 hour, the market made it up to that high. What did we receive? We received a double top at that high of that first, second, third, fourth leg. Retested all in this area here. And then market pushed down once. So we don't know what market's going to really do. Market pushed down to price action, highest highs, lowest lows, midpoint. So price action is at the low of that area. So we don't know if there's going to be a break and retest or market's going to consolidate, because market consolidate in this area here, and we can just see this until that market work its way back up. If not, we'll get that break and retest to the bottom. Market will work its way down, and then last but not least, we'll just continue to get that consolidation the market will do what it do. Price action sitting at a doji, so we're looking for a engulfing pattern. It's going to engulf this to the top side, or the bottom side is going to push that market up and down. Headed down to the 45-minute. Price having a hard time breaking up. We do have a bullish candle, which is a inverted hammer. Second last candle is a doji. It's not an engulfment. Market is really just creating that side-by-side consolidation in that area. So all that market is doing just bouncing up and down. So no trade. Market's consolidating. We need a breakout with a price action candle towards the second last candle or the doji in that area. Price action came down to support. That's the break. Market showing that retest. We're going to see if that market's going to drop back down, because at the area of price, it's creating that area it's having a hard time to drop. Price action, body's above the previous body, wick is not above the previous wick, so that's a wedge pattern going on in that area. Market's bouncing up and down. Have to wait for the market to do what it do. It's going to consolidate, break down, break back up, do the retest, or it's going to consolidate sideways until eventually we get the move. Okay, so in this area, 15-minute time frame, in that area of resistance, we received 3 pushes to the top. Overall structure, we on the double top. Market broke, came back to retest. That's 1 push. Market came back down, came up for the second push. That's 2 pushes to the top. Let's circle those areas. 1, 2. Okay, so we don't know if this market's gonna break down further, show a retest. Market's gonna come down, or we're gonna get respected for that W. Market's good. It could be just a double bottom, because you could count this as a spike down to the low. And we'll probably identify this later on as we walk down the time frame. 1 push down to a low, 2 push down to a low. Market pushed up at the retest. We don't know if the market's going to push up from there. And I'll be looking at a clean double bottom and a retest. So we're going to see if we can clarify that first spike down to the bottom that a double bottom price is coming from, or a single bottom. Actually, a triple bottom on the 5-minute. Market identified market spike down once, spike down twice, spike down 3 times, triple bottom in that overall area. Headed down to the 3. So price action still in that area of that midpoint. Now market just moved a little bit, so we need price to really engulf not just the previous bodies that can engulf these wicks. Once we get a candle that's going to really clear these wicks, market breaking out. Headed down to the 1. And now we see some type of structure forming, because that market came back down, created the area of support and head of resistance. So we can see that multiple pushes down to that bottom of that. Oh, that's a head and shoulders pattern. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, head and shoulders pattern. Retest. So is that market's going to shoot up for that head and shoulders pattern? If not, then price is going to respect it for that double top that's in this area here. So let's take a closer look. Oh, if price is respected by this, coming down to that low, 3 pushes to the bottom, head and shoulders pattern, triple bottom, market breaks out, we look for a retest, market working its way back up. Okay, if that doesn't happen, that means if we look at price, market's price is respecting this area of resistance that spiked up the market maybe once, definitely twice, pushed up 3 times, 3 pushes to the top. Okay, but definitely in this area, price would be coming from a double top with that first, second, third, fourth. Get that retest, market drop back down at midpoint maybe. Okay, guys, please study and review Forex pattern cheat sheet. Please study, review, breakout, and retest strategy. Okay, guys, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your attention.